Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. I do apologize. I am looking for the banner. It is in the bottom of the screen. There we go. And hello, everyone. Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic Wednesday afternoon or evening, wherever you are around the world anyway. But of course, tonight we have got another Liverpool a little bit true, a little bit different episode anyway for you guys tonight anyway, and that is, of course, we're going to be talking about Liverpool and the transfer market and how we're not going to panic by a midfielder this summer as well. I already know, I know a lot of people already get frustrated by that last comment anyway, but yes, I don't think Liverpool will panic by in the transfer market this coming out of this summer anyway. And of course, we will speak about the young lad Stefan Bajcetic. I think I've butchered that name, so apologies if I have butchered it. But yes, he has signed a brand new contract anyway, so good news for the young 19-year-old as well. We'll also be talking about as well little different bits and pieces throughout the news as well in today's video. Anyway, but if you're new around here as well, viewing us for the first time, then please don't forget to leave a like button. It's very much appreciated as always. You could please hit that share button and of course hit that subscribe button as well. Be very much appreciated as always anyway. But of course, let's get in then to the live chat. Anyway, John is in saying a big up Connor, mate. Yeah, cheating bastard. Hope you are well. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, John. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day yourself, my friend. Anyway, but we will jump straight into the news then, guys. It won't be a long episode tonight. I apologize for that again because, of course, it is absolutely boiling in this room. So if you can hear fans, I do apologize, but it's boiling in this room right now. Anyway, and of course, boiling everywhere else as well. But again, please stay hydrated. Please stay safe as well, because it is going to get even hotter as well throughout the week in the UK and Ireland as well. So again, please stay safe as always. But we will get on then to the news, and that is Matthias Nunez. Now, of course, this man's name will not go away, will it, at the moment? But even before then, of course, we all now know the news about Thiago Alcantara and the fact that Thiago will miss up to 6 weeks of action due to a hamstring injury, of course, he sustained against Fulham. We all know this now anyway, but the news concerning Matthias Nunez is coming basically from this, and that's the reason why Thiago's in the thumbnail. This is why, this is a big portion of what I think Liverpool, again, we've spoken about it over the last week, haven't we, guys, about the fact that Liverpool, we'd all like Liverpool to sign a midfielder. Of course we would. We'd like to just go and splash the cash. Oh, there's 60, 70, 80, 90 million pounds to go. There you go. Take it. We'll take the midfielder. Happy days. But that's not how football works, sadly. We're not living in fantasy world. We're not living in the Barcelona world of things. But of course, the rumours will circulate throughout the transfer window. It is silly season still at the moment anyway. But the top Portuguese newspaper anyway, I think it's I can't. I don't know. I've forgotten what it's called, but they were the ones that have broken Liverpool stories in the past. They did. I was just come off Jack's stream as well. More recently, they did try and break news about Otavio. Of course, you guys know him as the Porto winger, as well the Brazilian lad. They said that Liverpool supposedly was meant to be going in and getting his release clause sorted out, and that, of course, we all know now that was lies. But in more recent times, they was the first outlet that did break the Darwin Núñez conversation about him potentially joining Liverpool, and potentially there was a bid there of around 80 million euros, which of course now we know, of course, was actually true, and it did actually pay off. So a little bit of a mixture of reports, but I would say it's more towards, again, the red zone. Of course, no reliable Liverpool sources come out tonight and said that, look, like Liverpool have made a bid or so on. Of course, I put on the community tab and on Twitter that the outlet said that, again, Liverpool have supposedly bid 50 million euros for the Portugal international, which again, for me, you look at it, I think me and Jack worked it out. I think it's around 45 million pounds, or 41 million pounds, with the add-ons and so on. Again, you look at that, it's not the best, is it, realistically? But again, would he be a player that Liverpool need? I don't know as well. That's the other thing to mention as well. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts anyway in the chat, as the newspaper anyway, in the comments. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But it does roughly translate into saying that Liverpool are preparing anyway a bid of 50 million euros for Matthias Nunes, and supposedly he is Liverpool's #1 target now for the rest of the transfer window. But we quickly have a look then at something of what James Pearce said back on the 22nd of July as well concerning Matthias Nunes and Liverpool. He said, told the talks of Liverpool bidding for Sporting's Matthias Nunes is nonsense. Club stance unchanged regarding summer business. No plans to strengthen midfield further in this window. But of course, that was back nearly a month now to the 22nd of July. Anyway, that was when, of course, all the rumours and the whispers was being talked about, of course, Matthias Nunes and Liverpool. Remember that weekend where, rumours had come out of Portugal and, this and that had got linked. And again, nothing really happened again from it. But for me, guys, I would say no. I don't think, I've said it all season, I don't think Liverpool will panic by. Of course, I think, out of the two, of course, we mentioned them a couple of nights ago, but these two are the dream for Liverpool. It would be either Jude Bellingham or Nicolai Barella. Now, the problem is Inter Milan have already put a price tag on Barella's head. They've said they want between 75 million euros and 100 million euros for, of course, Nicola Barella. Of course, as we know, Jude Bellingham is around that £100 million price tag at the moment, which I think works out to like 120 million euros at the current moment anyway. But again, Dortmund have said he's not for sale at any price at this present moment in time. And again, Liverpool have left themselves in a little bit of a, hitting the brick wall type feeling. Of course, everyone knows now the one position in Liverpool's team that needs strengthening is midfielders. So of course, no matter who we go in for, is going to be asking for the top deal in terms of midfielders for Liverpool. And we all know the business that Liverpool conduct as well. We conduct brilliant business and practically rip off clubs and teams and so on. But I think, again, in terms of this Matthias Nunes, rumor and whispers, for me, guys, massive red. It's in the red for me. I wouldn't say massively in the red, as I was about to say, but I would say it's in the red zone. For me, it's a no. And unless you hear from Paul Joyce, James Pearce, and any other, of course, linkable then Liverpool people, or Neil Jones or someone like that, then then it's the truth. But in terms of the Portuguese outlets, I would say no. It's a bit mixture. Of course, they've got of course, Darwin Núñez right, but I think if you throw enough things at the wall, it'll eventually stick. Then realistically, it's bad terminology that, but it's a terminology I like to use anyway. Mate, I hope you have lots of fans on its way to Art, mate, as well. I honestly don't see him coming, but till after Christmas, mate, as well. That's from John. Jonathan as well, saying hi as well. Tally O'Connor says Gareth as well. Hello, Gary. Hopefully a fantastic day. In all fairness, mate, when was the last time the likes of James Pearce got something spot on? He said for ages we wouldn't sign Diaz and Thiago, and we did. I get that. I do get that. But again, what you have to remember is Liverpool do not tell the journos, then they don't tell the in-house journos anymore anything. This is why the places like Germany, Portugal, this is why they get the news first before, of course, all the likes of James Pearce, Paul Joyce, or something like that. The #1 person for Liverpool news is Paul Joyce at the moment. He is the top dollar in terms of price, in terms of Liverpool stuff. He is, and as well Everton stuff as well. But the club, since the Virgil van Dijk business and all of that got leaked, nobody gets any information anymore. I would say anyway. I don't think they get any business anyway. But again, it would massively depend on different circumstances. Like if it was a contract, for example, I don't think a contract would be kept away from in-house journos then. But of course, transfers would, because they don't want that happening again. Look at the mess of Virgil van Dijk. That was a complete mess, where Liverpool had to apologise and had to go back on their word then realistically that we wasn't going to go and sign Virgil van Dijk. And it is that type of problem. But again, I would still say that they are reliable people, I would say anyway. And apologies, guys, if the stream is lagging. Let me quickly do something a minute. Maybe that might help. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you, John. For me, I would say they are still reliable anyway. Is Nunes a panic buy though? We've been linked with him for a while. I think he would be at the minute though, Ricky. To be fair, I think he would very much be a panic buy at the moment, especially 50 million euros. I think, look, it is terrible news that Thiago's out for, what's it, 6 weeks, and again he's going to miss around 9 to 10 games, I think it is, at the moment. But again, I'll do Liverpool need a Matthias Nunes? No, not in my opinion. Do we need a Jude Bellingham and Nicola Barella type player? 100%. I think they pushed the midfield forward. And again, if Jurgen Klopp tomorrow went, right, okay, I'm going to go and sign Matthias Nunes, I'd say fair enough. And I'd say, he's the best Portuguese midfielder in the league, 100%. No, I'm kidding anyway. But you get what I mean. Like, he will, 100%, go on to, if Jurgen wanted him, I'd be 100% behind it. That's what I would say anyway, personally. But yeah, it'll depend as well. And guys, let me know in the chat if the streams are right now. Anyway, Jordan's saying stream is frozen. Anyway, is my stream frozen, guys? On my screen, I look fine, but let me check YouTube anyway. I do look a bit pixelated, don't I? Let me quickly change something. I don't know why I look pixelated, but just have to run for it for now anyway. But let me know, guys, in the chat as well if other people can let me know as well. John, let me know in the chat as well. When Matthias Nunes is coming to Liverpool, I don't think he is coming to Liverpool. I think last week he turned down Wolves, I think, supposedly, but again, I don't know. I don't think Matthias Nunes will come to Liverpool, personally. Anyway, so if Liverpool don't tell them anymore, then should we not maybe listen to other people more? Potentially, but I think when you have, you can listen to certain people, like Fabrizio Romano. Like, again, I think people do a little bit over criticize Fabrizio Romano. Oh, he's a tapping merchant, these things like that. But he gets most things right. For me, I think that you can definitely look at other people, and other people will know different things than other journalists, but it's the track record. You have to keep a tab on the track record. If one or two things are checking out, then fair enough. But again, people will just name, like I think I've seen this week that Brozovic and Naby Keita's getting a swap deal. Like, that's never going to happen. And that was getting reported in Germany and Italy. But again, that's never going to happen as well. But looks all good, mate. Well, thank you anyway. I've turned stuff off anyway. So hopefully it'll ease out now. Fingers crossed anyway, in a moment as well. It might just be because it's so hot, and I am, of course, on my phone. I always do my streams on my phone, so my phone might be overheating. So who bloody knows at this point. Anyway, but guys, let me know as well your thoughts. Just let me know. Do you think that Liverpool will make a transfer or make a midfield signing in this window anyway? For me, I think no. I put on Twitter yesterday asking you guys, do you think Liverpool will sign? I think 49% of people said no. They don't think Liverpool will make a signing. So again, it's unbelievable. The fact I think all of us are pretty much assured now that Liverpool won't sign anyone. I'd love it. I'd love it on transfer deadline day, or even a couple of days before it. Go, are Liverpool going to go and sign Jude Bellingham or Nicola Barella, or even Matthias Nunes? I'd be happy with whatever. But for me, I just think, again, it's not happening for me personally anyway. But Jordan's gone. Liverpool closing in on a deal for Matthias Nunes, fees a region of 45 million. Bellingham agreed for next summer, as previously reported. Nunes is now a short and long-term cap. It's time. That's copy and paste. That is, my friend. I've seen that about 6 times on Twitter alone today anyway. I have seen that. But yeah, again, I wouldn't believe. Most of Twitter don't believe. And like I did say, reliable people then do believe. I would say anyway. I honestly do think we will make one. If we don't, we could live to regret it. Again, it's similar situation, isn't it, John? Where you remember Liverpool in the centre halves, where we were like, okay, we've got Virgil, we've got Joe Gomez, we've got Joel Matip, we've got Fabinho that can play centre half if we need it. And all right, that's fair enough for us. And then every single centre half got injured, and that's a little bit the problem with Liverpool at the minute. And I think you look at our squads, especially against Fulham. Like I think the average age was 29.4, which isn't good. You look at the last the last 5 or 6 signings for Liverpool, the average age I think is around 21, but the squad is still, the first 11 is still not getting down in age. And having a squad that's over 29 is ridiculous, a little bit. But of course, it takes time to remove everyone. But you even look at it, I just think that again, you look at it, Liverpool at the minute, we've got we think we have the best in every position. Goalkeeper, we have the best. Right back, we have the best. Centre halves, we have the best. Left back, we have the best. Midfield is the problem. Fabinho, DM, fine. One of the best DMs in the world. Then you talk about Thiago. On his day is without shadow of a doubt one of the top midfielders in Europe. But then you talk about then the availability of Thiago and the likes of Jordan Henderson as well, because Hendo can't last the season anymore. He can last a fair old bit, but as we've spoken about, Jurgen Klopp sees Jordan Henderson as a 6, not an 8. And we do, just to rise up that little bit more, Liverpool are needing to look in that A or B bracket where we go, oh, he's a midfielder that could, take us on for the next 5-6 years. That's the thing at the minute. But the problem is there isn't many players out there at the moment. Like with strikers, we all spoke about it in the summer. Liverpool needed a striker, but there was only a minimum amount. Ricky, Ricky. Sorry, I was reading Ricky in the chat, but me, Luke, Jack, John as well. We were all speaking, in Jack's living room about strikers and who was available. Now, Harry Kane got shouted out as well. Lewandowski got shouted out. I really wanted Darwin Núñez. And John could be my spot buyer. I did want Darwin Núñez. I think I argued Luke about, I don't want Harry Kane. I want Darwin Núñez. We got Darwin Núñez. But the problem is, you now look at teams like Chelsea that are now looking for a striker. They're going after, the likes of, Ian and that. Like, no, that's going backwards, in my opinion, more than anything. And that's the thing where I just don't think that people realize that there isn't many players out there anymore that is in that top 1 or 2% at the minute. Like we spoke about, Barella and Bellingham are probably the ones up there. Now, Bellingham isn't world class at the moment, but he can be. He's got the talent to be there, and that's where he comes. That where he comes about as well. So it is going to be interesting. I think anyway. To be honest, the Will lad, but normally when we linked with someone completely different, signing to get announced. That's true. And again, hopefully I am wrong. Hopefully Matthias Nunes does sign. Anyway, exactly, mate. It's like the saying with centre backs: we can't risk that again. Absolutely. Big up John, mate. Great win last night as well. Says Ricky. Big up Ricky. Mate, amazing win last night. I think that was Rangers, wasn't it? I think they won. I think, was it 3-0, John? I think they won 3-0. You lucky bastard as well. I had to leave early. My son with autism thing with the crowd. Sad to hear about that. Mate, facts, he did want Núñez. I did want Darwin Núñez. I was ranting about it. I wanted Darwin Núñez. Chelsea are looking to spend well over 200 million, says they. It's ridiculous, isn't it? to be awfully honest with you anyway. But we'll talk then about, and apologies guys that it is such a short stream tonight. I think the stream is lagging a little bit as well. I don't know why it's lagging, but yeah, hopefully I'll sort that out in the next stream as well. But we will talk about then, of course, the new, I'd say the new signing. Of course, he's not a new signing, the new contract extension, of course, for Stefan Bajcetic or Bajcetic. Apologies if I have butchered his name. Anyway, but of course, the young Spanish 19-year-old lad, of course, we signed from. Let me quickly look a minute because I've completely forgotten where we did get him from. We got him from Celta Vigo, of course, as well. Again, he does have citizenship in Spain and Serbia as well. I think his father is from Serbia as well. But for me, he massively impressed in pre-season in that sixth role. I think it was Crystal Palace, wasn't it, on the Asia tour, and I think a bit by Manchester United as well. I was very impressed by it as well. And again, I spoke about this on Jack's channel. It would be easy enough to go, sign him to a new deal, put him out on loan for a year, and hopefully he gets experience by that. But I think what Liverpool are doing is the correct thing. Signing up to a new deal now. Of course, only signing a professional contract. I think it was back in May. Anyway, but for him to be on bench, for him to be learning off the likes of Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, Virgil van Dijk as well, being in that setup, being in the first team setup. Of course, he was on the bench against Fulham, unused, of course. But like I mentioned this on Jack's channel, the squad this season is going to be so important for Liverpool. This season coming up, of course, with the Community Shield, with the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, of course, Champions League as well. At times he could be used, and as well the 5 substitution rule is going to be huge as well. And I think it is going to be interesting whether or not, of course, he does even play a couple of Premier League games. Whether or not he starts is another thing, but of course if he comes on 15-20 minutes, to give him that experience as well. And for me personally, I think it is a very, very, very good sign that the future is bright for Liverpool. The fact we're getting young, amazing talent throughout the door. And again, like I said on Jack's channel, we're going to have the likes of Carvalho, of course, Bericic, I think that's how you say his name anyway, Harvey Elliott as well. Going to have them coming up in that age bracket of 17, 18, 19, 20. It's amazing. They're going to progress as well so much under Jurgen Klopp as well. And I think it's an absolute brilliant thing. The fact he signed a new deal and he's going to be sticking around as well by the looks of things at the minute. Sorry to hear that, mate. McGranson, it was the same as well. Says Ricky, you wouldn't stop about Nunes, mate. I wouldn't stop about Darwin Nunes. He's friggin' amazing, and he should start on Monday. Spoilers for the match preview show on Friday, anyway. I'd give him give him a punt in on Monday as well. Says Gary. Who's that? Is it about Darwin or, of course, Stefan as well? If it's Stefan, then no. Again, I think in midfield, we'll talk about it, of course, on Friday. But I think Fabinho, Harvey Elliott, and Abbey, I think, is the midfield for it. Of course, we'll speak more about it anyway over the next couple of course, on Friday. The Friday show will be, of course, our match preview show. Tomorrow, we should be having an opposition preview for you guys tomorrow. Either it'll be tomorrow or it'll be on Saturday. I think it's either going to be tomorrow or Saturday. That's the thing. Then I would say anyway. But yeah, it'll be either one of them. I would say, to be fair. I hear that saying as well. Guy says, I give him a punt on Monday as well. 1892 Reds podcast is in, saying big up Connor, hello. I want to say Luke or Ricky, but I think it might be Ricky. Again, Luke's going to get annoyed with me, or Ricky's going to get annoyed with me saying that anyway. And as well, congratulations on 600 subscribers as well. If you're not already subscribed, go and subscribe to the lads over there as well. And Dave as well, because I think Dave might have hit it by now, but I think Dave is like 2 or 3 away from 5K as well. For God's sake, Luke, I think, yeah, Luke, Ricky. Just say Luke or Ricky, for God's sake, in the chat. But yeah, go and subscribe to Dave as well if you're not. Oh, for God's sake, I've said that now, and they're on 599. You'll get there by tonight. Anyway, it will be tonight. It will get done anyway. But yeah, go and subscribe to Dave as well, because I think he's like 5 away from 5K as well. Don't put Luke in just freaking one thing. For God's sake, boys. I hate you so much. Luke, next time I see you, I'm going to kill you. Don't take that as a threat. I'm joking. Luke's a very good friend. Anyway, but John's gone. Connor, if you're free at one point, could you give us a call about YouTube if you don't mind, mate? Yeah, I'll WhatsApp you straight after this, John, if you're free. Anyway, yeah, just WhatsApp me, John, as well. I think I got your number. Anyway, so just, I'll message me and I'll give you a call back when the stream ends. Anyway, Luke, the stream bastard as well. You don't have to chat. You don't have to join into Luke's mess. What are you doing? 6 subs away from 5K, baby. Yeah, guys, go and please subscribe to Dave as well. 5K. Like I said, Dave's one of the OGs as well. We've got, I say our Liverpool group. It is a little bit like it's a community, isn't it? As well. But yeah, go and subscribe to Dave. Fully deserves it. As well. Yeah, I'm not putting the full Luke on there. As well, you absolute annoying son of bitches. Luke with a laughing as well. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Love you too, mate. I hate you. I genuinely hate you. No, I'm joking, of course. I will be on the 1892 Red podcast on Saturday. I am covering, I think, Arsenal Leicester, so that should be fun. Should be a good game for me. Hopefully, it's not boring. I've already got this thought process. Even though Arsenal look good on the opening day, I got this feeling that they're going to draw or lose. But I did say 2-0 Arsenal in my predictions. So yeah, for me, hopefully it'll be good. Anyway, but yeah, John with the laughing faces as well. You will get goals, unlike Jack, mate. 100%. I think Jack's got City though, so if that happens, then good. I think anyway. So yeah, it's either a good thing or a bad thing. Anyway, but either way, if City drop points, then hallelujah. Anyway, but yeah, guys, before we do head off, anyway, I did click around early. We're going to go back through, of course, what we've mentioned tonight. Anyway, we have mentioned Matthias Nunes and, of course, all the rumours concerning him, of course, from the Portuguese outlet as well. It's the #1 outlet in Portugal and in sporting Lisbon, sorry, anyway, as well. But of course, do take it with a very big pinch of salt. They have got one thing right in the before, and that was Darwin Núñez to Liverpool. But they have also gone on to even speak about the likes of Otavio joining Liverpool as well at some point as well. But James Pearce as well back in July. Mentioning the fact that the club wasn't interested, or told the talks between Liverpool bidding for Sporting Matthias Nunes, of course, it was absolute nonsense, and the club stance was unchanged. But of course, that was back a month ago when there was no injury concern at the club. Anyway, and of course, we've spoken about the new lad. I say new lad like it's a new signing. Apologies for that. We've talked about Stefan Bajcetic anyway, or Bajcetic. Apologies if I butchered it. It's probably I said his name probably 3 times wrong anyway. But yes, he has signed a brand new contract anyway to keep him at the club for a long, long time anyway. But guys, big thank you to each and every single one of you in the comment section down below. Big thank you to, of course, Luke in the chat as well, and all of and John as well. I've got to love Luke. He's way too funny. I love him, but hate him at the same time. Anyway, and apologies, but if the stream has lagged tonight as well. I don't know why it's lagged. Apologies for that. Hopefully, it'll be sorted out. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow for tomorrow's show. Anyway, saying big up. Do you think Darwin starts on Monday? Yes, I do, 100%. A brilliant show, mate, as well. And John, give me a message on WhatsApp, mate. I'll give you a ring as well, and we'll talk about what you want to talk about as well. But yeah, guys, please stay safe. Please stay well as well. And if you're new around here as well, viewing this for the first time, if you could please very much leave a like on the video. It's very much appreciated. And as well, if you're new, then please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. It does help that notifications come through. Helps you know when we go live or post a video as well. And check the community tab as well, because we do post when we're going to be of course live and so on as well. I did post I think twice tonight as well. But again, guys, of course, hopefully we'll have more news as well. Hopefully we'll be live every single night or every other. It won't be. Hopefully we'll be live every night, but if not, we'll only have like a 1 day gap or so on. But we'll let you know on Twitter and on the community tab as well. Anyway, but guys, please stay safe, please stay well as well. Big up kids, first time on. Big thank you, Ricky, as well for tuning in, and thank you for tuning in as well, my friend. He asked to Daz as well. At John Moore, what's Jack's channel called, please? It is called. I say this. I was on it earlier on, and I have completely forgotten what Jack's channel is called. Apologies. If there is mods in the chat, put Jack's channel in the comments down below. But it is called Anfield Road TV. That is what it's called. Anyway, so go and subscribe over to Jack's channel as well. But yeah, please subscribe to this channel, everyone as well. Yeah, if you could as well, and go over to John's channel as well, and every other Reds channel as well, and go and subscribe over there as well. And yes, it's Anfield Road TV as well. I will be on there more often. Jack's trying to sign me to a contract, which is like 50p an hour and a Fredo. So yeah, we might be on there for a couple of episodes now and then as well anyway. But we're going to be on here, of course, every night, 9 o'clock. If not, it'll be earlier, and we'll let you guys know and so on as well. Anyway, but guys, please stay safe, please stay well as well, and hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your Saturday, of your Wednesday afternoon. Anyway, saying Saturday, I'm already thinking ahead to the weekend. Anyway, but guys, like I say, if you have enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe. I've been Connor from the Cup Council. I'll see you all then. Ta-ra.